Welcome to Thought for the Day for October the 15th. Our readings today are 2 Chronicles chapter 5 and 6, Ezekiel chapter 41 and John chapter 7. And our thought is, render to each whose heart you know. In today's reading of 2 Chronicles chapter 6, we have Solomon's remarkable prayer at the dedication of the wonderful temple that he had just completed. It was constructed of cedar, but just about all the interior had been overlaid with gold. Imagine it. The great focus of the gold was on the most holy place where Israel's God, the only real God, was to dwell, between the cherubim above the ark. Solomon knelt on his knees in the presence of all the assembly, we read, and spread out his hands towards heaven. Verse 13. He was on a raised bronze platform, we're told, about 4.5 foot or 1.4 metres high. In his humility, he is fully aware of the unimaginable greatness of God. His words include, "But will God indeed dwell with man on earth? Behold, heaven and the highest heaven cannot contain you," he says in verse 18. Solomon then enumerates the various situations which will cause men and women to offer prayers here. Our attention particularly focused on verse 29 and onwards. Whatever prayer, whatever plea is made, each knows his own affliction and his own sorrow. Then hear from heaven your dwelling place, and forgive, and render to each whose heart you know, according to all his or her ways. For you only know the hearts of the children of mankind, that they may fear you and walk in your ways in all the days that they live in the land. The redeemed will live in the land forever. A great amount of food for meditation is in those words. God can tune in to all hearts, and there are hearts that he then has a relationship with, to know them. Such, we are sure, then know him more and more. This perception of Solomon reflects the words of his father David in Psalm 11. The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes see. His eyelids test the children of men. The Lord tests the righteous. He loves righteous deeds. The upright shall behold his face. Verses 4 to 7. We read 2 days ago the words of Jesus to those critical of him. I know that you do not have the love of God within you. John chapter 5 verse 42. God and Jesus know our hearts. May that affect your life, the way you think. But each one of us have to decide that. To fail to make a decision is itself a decision. What will your decision be? Thank you for joining us once more for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, remembering that they are a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.